This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty?
The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Backing up. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a 2nd game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home. Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one. Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. But the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back. And that's exactly what we saw there. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pick up of 14 yards, and it moves his... And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Colts defensive unit trots back. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run the counter now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Back to throw here. And incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, check. Now let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Back to throw. Surveying the field. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards that time for number 14. They're going to hurry back to the line now. whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The previous play is under review.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got time. Still back there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion, because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. This will be caught at about the 3. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.